I'll do it. Wait.
Elena is here.
Yes.
Do we have to put her as a co-host?
Do you hear me?
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
First, Elena. Okay. So, okay, Elena, I already made you as a co-host.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Naomi, you can start.
Okay.
Okay,
Very
thank
good.
you. Glad to see everyone. Let me share my screen.
Oh, so sorry, Elena. I'm going to give some announcements first. Sorry, may I?
Okay, you can. Yes, of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody. Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to our 8th gathering. Today we have 2 amazing speakers, and we're going to know about them a little bit later. Anthony, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Wow, so lovely. Is that my turn to speak first? Wow.
We're going to listen to Moldova's national anthem. And that's how we welcome our two speakers today.
Thank you.
Auntie. Now I'm going to present our first speaker.
Ooh.
She comes all the way from Taiwan. She's Ming Zhao Xiong, or better known as Winnie Bear for us, okay? She is an English EFL teacher, a Microsoft Innovate expert, oh yes, a Google certified educator, as well as a Wakelet community leader and ambassador. She's also into Feel Great Ambassador, the Adobe Creative Educator. She's a Humane Happiness Ambassador, yay! World Wild Green Program Taiwan Coordinator. Oh my God, she's really busy. The ECT Taiwan Country Ambassador, the International Cultural Passport Participant Speaker, the Ed World Voice Ambassador Taiwan, a Kahoot Academy Ambassador, and also the Global Teacher Award 2021. Congratulations, my friend, and our Global Classroom Facilitator. Please welcome Ming Zhao with us. My friend, the floor is yours. Be my guest.
Thank you so much. I feel so much warm welcome to join today and meet every global friend. It's my great pleasure. And first of all, I would like to thank to the global teacher community to invite me, and especially to my today's moderator, Naomi. Thank you for inviting me and give me this opportunity to share and share my story as an educator during and after pandemic. Okay, so first of all, yeah, as you can tell that I feel much privileged listening to my national anthem. So I come from Taiwan. I'm an educator. The national anthem are not allowed to play in some international game because the special relationship with mainland China. So usually we don't play our national anthem. So thank you so much for welcoming. People always mistake my country, Taiwan, from Thailand. I just wondered, is there any teacher from Thailand? Yeah, actually, we are different totally different from Thailand. We are not part of a mainland China. We are trying to get independent as much as we can. But I think maybe future. Right now, we cannot say we are much independent country. But we have some, democracy. We have a democracy in our Taiwan. But right now, the political relationship. We maybe in the future we from my country. And first of all, yeah, I would like to invite you to my school. My school, in addition to the relationship, we are totally different from mainland China. We are democracy country. We are free. We people here share freedom, and especially we put much focus on education. Especially recently, English is a global language. We try to uplift our competitiveness by learning this global language. So our government put much effort to try different approach. So today I would like to share a different approach in my country, trying to encourage my student to speak in real, we call scenario center simulation. So we try to bring the authentic, like a native speaker. We call native speaker means that people from, native English speaking country. So they are also share the same, right? Teaching English with me, like local Mandarin English teacher. So I will share and invite you to my country and especially my school to have a virtual tour, how we teach and learn English in a global and local way. So first of all, I would like to invite you to my school. I have a very special friend. He is a very fair friend. So, okay, let me share my screen and invite you to my school first. Okay. Oh, first of all, I would like you to take an airplane to my country. So this is I teach in English, but in a very special scenario. So this is one classroom.
Hi, I'm Teacher Winnie. Welcome to Wanfu. Here is your boarding pass. You're gonna need it.
Hello, this is Teacher Serena.
We have a passport for you.
I'm teacher guardian, security. I'm checking your knowledge.
You never can breathe bound to the
Hi,
airport.
I'm Teacher Mike. I'll be your pilot today. English is our destination. There might be some
Oh, sorry.
turbulence. See you there.
And welcome to my country and to my school. Okay, so this is a welcome. You come to Taiwan. There's a wonderful wonderland, learning English, teach you how to, learn the English like a departure, arrival. We call survival and communicative English in Taiwan. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, and then I have a very special. I am also going to invite you, show you how to get to my school. Okay, let's see another one. He is our school mascot. In my school, everyone is a friend of. This little bear is a dear friend. Yeah, in my school, everyone knows this black bear, and everyone wants to make a friend and protect this black bear. Just follow the bear to my school because every year in my school we do something special for this special animal. This is our classroom, our garden. Why they are gathering here? Because every year on World Earth Day, we have a special event for the bear. This is the playground, the school, the building, classroom there, our gate. So every day there, show you something. In my school, they try to tell you something. The bear is very important in Taiwan, but right now in Taiwan we don't have any bear, so they are in danger. So we work with our students and our teacher to make the little bear to promote the awareness of the Taiwan black bear. So Taiwan promotes the black bear. This is a map of Taiwan. We want to promote the bear, they can survive in Taiwan. They won't be in danger. Even something like a charity fundraising for the bear. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah. Let's some video show you where who am I and a very special friend in my school. So let me share my screen. And welcome to Taiwan Taipei One Fu. Today my topic is learning English in a different way. Experience Taipei English Scenario Center from global to local. So as Naomi introduced me, I would say that before pandemic, I'm only an English teaching in a four wall in a classroom. But after and during pandemic, technology connect me, let me know something outside the classroom. And also I realized that by technology, I can, connect myself very great platform. I'm so thankful. So definitely I will encourage that all the teacher, educator around the world. So no matter what kind of a platform, definitely by one this technology, we can learn. Right now, I'm still learning. There's so much to learn. As an educator, we are lifelong learning. I think this pandemic, look at the positive side of the pandemic. Definitely, I learned so much and transform and reimagine my teaching and learning. So these are the global platform I've been joining. So I've been joining every Friday. So this is a platform every Friday. So actually, I know Nami from this global chat room, and definitely today I joined this global teacher. The community. Definitely, they will be more global educator. We'll be connected together. And also, like I mentioned, technology, we can meet and join inspiring global community. So during pandemic, maybe I would say that I'm Microsoft educator and also Google certified educator. But as more I contact, know more global community and educator, I thought about the global learning, not only teaching English only. I also learned some important topic. So they are also expand my worldview about the role of my English teacher role. So I'm not only teaching English. So there are some global award recognition, give me, some, empower me, my teaching, and give me confidence as an English teacher. And most of all, I think no matter what the grand title I have or award recognition, I think I like the bear teacher, Miss Bear teacher. So the video I show you, so maybe you will know that why in my school, the student all call me Miss Bear. Winnie Bear. The classroom I teach, you may notice that I teach the kids. I teach not only teach English, I teach them about the global warming, the climate change, and also I share and teach them about our Taiwanese indigenous culture. This is something never happened in my classroom before pandemic. Thought about teaching English, learning English, it just learning global. But after I joined this so many community, I realized that before we teach them the global world, I need to teach them their own identity. They need to cherish who we are. Okay, so let me bring you back to my ELT teaching environment in Taiwan. So English is a formal subject in primary school. So which means that our public school, I'm a public school teacher, so our kids only learn English as a formal subject, ages 7 to 12. So, but like maybe in your country, you will see that there are students, they also learn before they join, they enter the school. So we have kids, they learn English from kindergarten. They study in private kindergarten. So which means they have got the chances to speak and practice English. So in the classroom, we have a mixed ability. So some of the students, they don't have a confidence, they have a low interest. Why even there are some students, they complain that why should we learn English? So in my Taiwan, so public school, we have a 30 student. So which means that cause a large number of a student, but we only have a one teacher in the classroom. And also what we've been teaching is most of the time we teach our by textbook. So it's a textbook English. So like a textbook English, like we focus on grammar. So very stiff. For example, the student maybe they just say greetings, say how are you, and then fine, thank you. Those kind of a robotic, unnatural conversation. And lack of a natural environment. We have a, less hour. We only have a 2 and 3 hours a week. So you will see that the student only practice and learn English at a school a week, only 2, maximum 3 hours a week. And also as a Asian Confucian culture, so English is taught by a teacher as a subject. So we have a test driven. So that's why our EFL students, they have a high anxiety when learning English. They have a low affection, and when they come to English classroom, because lots of a test and lots of a grammar. And so that's why from many research, they show the student in Asia, especially in Taiwan EFL context. So the learner have a more better performance in receptive skill, which means that they are better at the reading and listening, but they have a weak performance in productive skill, like a speaking and writing. So that's why our government trying to fix this and try to make improvement. So in primary school setting, they try to build a more natural environment. So we call English Learning Center. It's a teaching mode adapted from Korea. So I also wonder that if they're teacher from Korea, so maybe you can also share, maybe in your country, you have this kind of a setting. So what is the policy or principle of a teaching in English Learning Center? So as you can tell, the first video I show you is an airport scenario. So this is one of our teaching classroom, English setting. So we build up the classroom as a real world simulation. So these are the teaching policy. We try to bring the entertainment and education, so which we call edutainment in our scenario center. So which means that when you come to our English center for learning English, it must be fun, communicative, and also it's a real life. Okay, so the simulation need to be practical, communicative, and also the classroom, because the classroom setting could be transferred into different life situation. So which means that maybe a restaurant, a hotel, or even a hospital. So which means that they need to be flexible. So I think this teaching scenario based on the theory of this interaction in the classroom, Leo Van Lier, he said awareness, autonomy, and authenticity. So now I would like to show you a little bit. Yeah, I wonder that, can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay, so this is I will show you. This is my classroom, my school. So now you are follow me to my, okay, let me show you my classroom here. Sorry, yeah. Actually, it's a virtual tour. Let me try to get it. Okay, got it. So you can walk to my classroom here. You see? Okay, so we have a corridor when you come here. Oh, let me see. So when you come to my school, we call English Center. There's a corridor. You can see here. Okay, sorry. Let me take you to the first floor. Sorry, let me move a little bit. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, I think our English Center is the 4th floor. So we have a 3 classroom. As you can tell, this is we call in airport setting. So we can get into when you come here, I hope that you are following me. You will see it's an airport scenario. So actually it's a miniature of the airport. So the kids come here to learn like a check-in. We have a check-in counter. This is we call departure custom. And actually there is a security X-ray check, and the security door, if you bring metal, actually it will having alarm. So this is a very real to our student. So we have a 5 sessions to teach the kids about everything you need to learn in the airport. And then, yeah, and then arrival here, you have, yeah, a very custom. And then when you go to, after you arrive, maybe you need to go to the bank to do some currency exchange. So this is we call our One Fu airport. So this is a part of one of our scenario lesson, teaching you everything you need to know in the airport. Okay, so think about that. When are you going to use your English? Definitely, you need to go abroad, right? So now let's go. Let's see. And then when you go outside, go to abroad, you must need to use your English to book hotel and restaurant. So this is like when you come here, see, this is a lobby. Give you a feel of a hotel feel. So you will come here to learn like how to make your reservation, what kind of a room you want, and maybe tourist information. And we can transfer this scenario into like a restaurant. So that you can, this place could be a fancy restaurant or a fast food restaurant. So the student and teacher could be here to do some role play. So the native speaker teacher, as you see in the video, they are like an actor and actress. They can play different role to interact with our EFL learner. So from this kind of a scenario setting, our kids will, lower their anxiety, lift up a little bit their confidence to learn by this kind of a play, role and play. And then we have a third scenario center. So which means that before pandemic, we thought about teaching English, knowing about the world, but definitely we need to teach the kids about our culture. So this is a scenario setting. It's similar like our environment, Taiwan culture. So this is like a temple, night market. So here is the temple. The kids could come here to learn about how to introduce our puppetry. And also in our community, we are famous for tea. So the kids could come here to learn about introducing our Taiwanese tea. I wonder that you like a Taiwanese tea or not? Yeah. And then in south of Taipei, we have a Taipei Zoo. So here we try to promote about animal conservation, combining SDG goal. So so we share this knowledge about endangered animal species. So that's why you will see the video I show you. We choose the black bear as our animal ambassador. So we found the kids are really like the bear, and also by introducing the bear, making friends with the bear, they all got something, they promote themselves to be the animal ambassador. So these are the 3 scenario my my country, my school. Yeah. So and then I'm going to show you more detail. So Naomi, just remind me how much time I have.
Sorry,
Okay.
I think we have like 7 more minutes, so we can
Okay.
give the
Yeah.
time for. So
Yeah.
sorry to
Yeah, that's
rush you.
okay. So I hope that the video and the virtual tour will give you a little bit about my school. Yeah, this is my city. So my school in the south of capital Taipei. This is Taipei in the north. But we are in the capital city. This is there are 12 scenario like I just show you. So here is a picture, 3 simulation classroom. So this is the One Fu airport as I show you earlier. And this is we call world style. So here the kids, we have a lesson like a teaching a hotel, restaurant, some communicative you will use when you travel. And this is local culture. We teach the kids about our culture, like an animal and puppetry and also tea culture. So here we have so here teacher are like an actor and actress. You must be like a, fun, bring the kids about excitement about learning English. So sometimes I will feel that some of the a foreign, I mean, native speak teacher, when they teach, they will feel that, oh, I don't feel like I'm English teacher. I feel like I'm a circus clown. I say, yeah, but you know, sometimes circus clown could be very professional to make people laugh. And also, I will also encourage the teacher that, see, we are actors, Oscar winner actress. So it's up how you position yourself to make the most of the environment. So that's why I've been here. I've been teaching English about 20 years, and then I've been teaching in this kind of a scenario center about 7 years. So that's why I'm always learning idea into my scenario center. Yeah, and also by teaching in this kind of a classroom, I got a chances to not only meeting, I mean, digital global educator. In my school, we also have a teacher in a recruit from international teacher from Canada, United States, Singapore, and Africa and New Zealand. Let's expand my worldview about English teacher. And they are all kinds of a different international teacher. English is not only by, you know, inner circle person. We have a extend and outer circle person. English is only a communication tool for us to communicate. So in my center, we have a different type of a lesson. So we are not only serving our school, we also serving the district outside, we call outside student. And not only teaching in the classroom, every winter and summer, we have a winter camp. We plan like a field trip. They don't live in school, but we have a like a actual curriculum. We can take the kids to take a bus tour. We can take the kids to, you know, have a museum tour to understand, extend more about the world and our city. So when the kids come to our visiting center, we will give them a passport. So we have a different, you know, like a menu. We have a different combination, different sets of learning English. Like here, we have an airport, and we teach them about in the night market, you will play a game, the scenario when you meet a foreigner, how you teach them about Pokemon can play. And we also have a martial art. And this is a hotel check-in, very communicative, like a travel English. And movie theater, we try to, you know, teach the kids about how to choose a movie, how to buy a movie ticket. Is very practical. And this one, Formosan animal, is our signature animal. We promote the Taiwanese endangered species. So that's why we have the bear ambassador. And we also have a PE lesson we call double stick. That's a very special lesson. Yeah. And also this one is a cafe, like a restaurant, making reservation. So these are the procedure that the student come to our scenario center. Actually, they are 80 minutes. So we will have a pre-test, and then we divide them into smaller group. So like I mentioned, in our classroom, we have a big class. But when they come here, we will divide into like a 15. So each 15, they will have like a one topic. They have a more time to interact with the international teacher. And then we are going to swatch. And then after the 40 minutes lesson, we will do a poster test to see how they learn and how they like it. But from our test, most of the kids, they will say that usually they don't like English. But after this scenario experience, they realize like, oh, it's fun to learn English. I should be more, you know, feel confident about learning English. English is not so, you know, scary. So I think we try to encourage them in this way. So this is a lesson of our. So that's why I mean our lesson become global and combining local to be a global lesson in our scenario. So not only teach them about the world, we also want to teach them about knowing about ourselves. But definitely, because right now the global citizen is one of our major class right now. So these are the lesson. Every month we have a lesson. We change the topic, so quite busy. We teach them about Chinese zodiac. We also teach them about the Western astrology. So this is the contrast and to let the kids know similarity and differences. And also, we mentioned about, we try to promote our kids to be change maker. So starting from 2016, where every World Earth Day, our kids they promote doing some action. So we start for 2016. The kids are making chocolate and necklace to sell, to do fundraising, to fundraise for the rhino. And these are the our signature lesson. So maybe later, if I got time, I will show you how the kids to be, they are becoming to be the animal ambassador to promote the endangered species in my country. So even my international teacher, they become, more aware, more, because we think there are so many animals, the kids will maybe lose the focus. So we choose the signature Taiwan black bear as our animal focus. So this year, the kids also make a chocolate and making, the anti-bio, they make the herb and using, it's mosquito bite. So we use the Taiwan original herb plant to make this. And 2018, the kids, we got the chances to connect with a American teacher. So actually we sent a bear to their classroom. The kids are so happy to see our bear in the country. So see our bear in the snow. So the teacher even share our bear story in their local paper. So it's really amazing. Our kids really, they see the bear in the real world. So they feel something, they feel so happy that they're doing something, real. So 2019, the kids decide to make a bear soap. Because at that time, I think pandemic is coming. They think the washing hand is very important. So they make the bear hand soap to fundraising. Yeah. And this is we are so happy that we promote our Taiwanese endangered, and also we make a global bear friend. So we also got a connection with a French photographer. He come to Taiwan to take a picture of a Taiwan endangered species. Our guest speaker to share those wonderful picture. He also came to our school to encourage my students. And we also got a chances to promote this bear warrior issue with our Taipei Mayor City. The policymaker, and even connect friendship across the globe. So we have Armenian, India, Colombia, and Indonesia friend to come together to make something for the bear species. So now our school we try to have a campaign we call A Bear for Kids project. We try to connect with all the educator and school across the globe. Whenever your country, not only promoting the bear, if you have any endangered species you want to promote, you definitely connect with me or welcome. And now I think from the English, so my school, my English center transfer become SDG change maker. So you will see that some of my students, they are not only English learner, they also are aware that they are global citizens. So not only my school student, and I also got my like a principal and more teacher to join with me together. So right now, English is only a tool. So the lesson we are promoting, trying to help to make the planet a better place. So not only animal, we also try to expand that. We try to join the climate change action, take some action. So we try to, starting from our Taiwan, Taipei, learn with the world and know where you are. So these are some like a exchange program. My starting from my younger kids, they not only sharing, speaking English. They also so happy to share Mandarin. So we teach the kids our number in Mandarin. So the kids team friend not only speaking English, we can also teach them, share them with our culture. So they are so happy. So we all can do it. And from this activity and lesson, we try to encourage that small action can make a differences. So we are different, but we share the same planet. So these are my kids making this digital tour, introducing themselves. So we are so happy to learn about the world. And I think in the end, not the least, welcome and thank you for giving me the opportunity to introduce my team. So I hope that you will be like it and also come join with me in my A Bear for Kids project. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, thank you, Winnie. A round of applause is for you.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank
Thank you so
you,
much
thank-
for sharing with us. It was amazing, very enlightening. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope I don't bore you.
No, no, on the contrary, thank you. And now we're going to receive our dear Elena.
Okay, thank you, Vinny. It was paramount presentation. It was honor and pleasure to take a trip to your virtual school. And I would like to welcome everyone, our beautiful community. And I would like to say that it is great honor for me to be part of this Global Teachers Club amid so amazing teachers. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let me try one more time. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Elena.
I think we can start. So one more time, thank you for the possibility. It is my great and first speech to such a large public, and that's why it's so memorizable. And thank you for respecting our countries and starting welcoming part with our national anthems. And I hope that it will be interesting session for everyone. And you will find some interesting tips and tricks and find more about my country, the methods we use. And the topic that I suggest for today's discussion is best creative techniques to make your students speak and use grammar in English lesson. But before I start,
see the same shirt.
okay, can I continue? Okay, first of all, let me present myself. Let's make acquaintance with each other. So a few words about me, my bio. My name is Elena. I represent Moldova. I love teaching and I believe it's my cup of tea. My working experience is not that big, but I think that I'm on the right place. I made studies in English language and international relations, master's degree in American studies from our state university. I'm also active member of national-wide and international project brands like at Winning, I Earn, Penpal schools. We make a lot of exchanges and collaborations with another schools. And our national educational library that I was honored to create lessons and content for it, which is entitled Educație Online or Education Online. When we were in online, many teachers across the country offered their services for students to have an alternative in case that they can't unite to their teachers. And we created with our ministry a common online library. By the way, you can also visit it. Just typing the title you have here, Educație Online, and can maybe inspire and see how the curriculum differs. and get some lessons, ready-made lessons. They are short and they provide some answers, and there are also some interactive games. My motto is that learning, and I really believe in this, that learning a foreign language is like an assistant discovery, because then you learn another foreign language, you open a new world, you can live in somebody else's shoes. And let's teach and reach, as I say to my students, to reach each other, to reach new heights, to learn about the world together. As for my favorites, I like traveling, I like good movies around my friends. I also enjoy reading books on psychology, and I am a sweet tooth. I think many teachers are sweet tooths. Here, somebody is knocking at our lesson. Okay. And as a warm-up, as we have usual lesson, but this lesson will be also dedicated to you, dear wonderful teachers. Here on screen, you have 5 types of teachers: Mama Bear, Silent Wizard, Alpha, Techie, and Free Spirit. Let me introduce what each type of teacher means, and then you would write in chat what type have you found among these. What type are you? What kind of teacher are you? Okay, Mama Bear, the main traits are, it's a kind of teacher who likes hugging with students, comforting everyone at hard times. This person is a bucket filler with lots of positive phrase and is super friendly. And you know that online changed our methods, the way we learn. And especially for this type of teachers, really matters interaction, chatting with friends. And in order to support such kind of teachers, you should give them a phone call, write nice message, have virtual meeting sessions, and not to make them feel isolated. So let's move to another type. Type number 2 is a silent wizard. Listen attentively, because afterwards you will relate in what types have you found. Maybe it will be blended type. Okay, silent wizards is a teacher which is super successful, but the one who doesn't like to boast about own success. This kind of teacher work magic, but does this behind closed doors. This kind of teacher is too expert in the field and share tricks when asked. How to support this kind of teacher in online times or in pandemic times? If the silent wizard is not comfortable with distant learning and teaching virtually, they may be feeling a little bit doubtful, and here can come a techie teacher for help and for giving a quick tips to support such kind of teacher. Teacher type number 3 is Alpha. These kind of teachers are very responsible personalities. They are good at classroom management, and it's their strong point, but they thrive on taking decisions. Yes, they go for different teachers' committees. They are good to organize events and stuffs like trainings and meetings, and they usually have well-behaved students. Distant learning doesn't lend itself well to classroom management, so these kind of teachers are feeling anxiety during these hard times. So how can we help this kind of teachers? We can make the best of this by asking them to spearhead a drive-by parade or other social events, extracurriculum activities, for them to be in charge, to be an organizer and manager, to make them feel better. Type number 4 is a tech teacher. They are super organized. They have everything on list, colored, pencils, pens, everything arranged. They know where do they have everything on their computers. It is awesome to let them scientific experience with them. And just sitting with them or during different meetings, because they all have by their hands. These kind of teachers are definitely in their element teaching virtually. They have file after file uploaded and ready to send to their students, but the lack of attendance may upset them. How can we support this kind of teachers? We can send them a funny meme to get them laugh. Okay. Or ask for help to organize our own meetings. They will be glad to assist us and help. Type number 5 is a free spirit. Fun to be around. They make everyone laugh during staff meetings, at lunch, tend to be a little impulsive sometimes, but they are very resourceful. All the time they have different ideas. They are creative. They can make awesome experiments, and they are good at interdisciplinary subjects or projects. They can easily integrate art into math, reading with writing, and they usually think outside of the box and come with different creative teaching ideas. How to support these teachers? Because we all need support at some point. When you come across some great virtual tips or science experience that can be done at home, or you need to issue a video or to perform an art project, send the links to these teachers. They will get into the process and provide you with nice ideas. They usually have very fun and entertaining lessons, but can make sure that they don't get too grandiose with their distant learning lessons. Okay, dear teachers, I am waiting for your reactions. What kind of teacher are you? Choose a type. So let me see if somebody managed to write. Should I put the first slide for you to remember? Okay. Okay, so we have 5 types, yes? Choose one type, or maybe a blended style, a kind of teacher you are. Let's see who make our teaching community. Okay, Liliana writes she is 4 and 5. Naomi writes that she is Mama Bear, Free Spirit, and Alpha. Okay, Rosalind, Free Spirit, and Mama Bear, 4 and 5. 5. Okay, Naomi, Mama Bear, teacher, Adora, all 5. Somebody has found himself in all these types. Okay, Gabriela from Uruguay writes, I think I'm a mix like all of them. Okay, I think the majority found themselves in several types. That means that we are very complex but interesting personalities, we teachers. And I congratulate you with this fact. Let's move on, because there is other interesting stuff for you. Today is our day and our meeting, and I want to dedicate this lesson for you, dear teachers. I'm sure that each of you has your teaching superpower. Some of us are good at social skills, others have their strengths in open-mindedness and other traits. Now, I would like you to draw a little bit. Take a piece of paper, a colored paper, on which, okay, the color you like, on which you write, you draw a badge. Try to define your superpower. Today is not about modesty. So define your superpower, dear teachers. Write a badge and write the skill, your superpower. The idea that empowers your students, that comes from your inner, that reveals you. I would like to have an interaction, so some minutes for you. You can go take the colored paper as me, if you like colors, and jot down one superpower of yours that defines your teaching style, that defines your personality, the way you work and interact with students, and in the environment you are. Okay, you can show to the camera. I see that some teachers started to write in the chat. But I think it's nice if you turn on your cameras and show us your badge of pride with your superpower. Okay, I'm not sure how to read the name. I'm sorry if I make a mistake while reading. Alcatel, living English, working in outdoor project, make more meaningful the English teaching for students. Okay, so a very lively teacher. Naomi writes that 4 C's from Argentina defines her superpower: communication, curiosity, creative person, and critical thinking type of person. Let's wait for hours. Dear teachers, don't be modest. Okay, Naomi writes that my superpower is caring, being very assertive. No one likes to draw. Okay, Vinny, can you come closer to camera? Okay, what a wonderful badge. Monica from Romania. You can. Okay, nice. Some people are still writing in chat. Saja writes, or Saya, sorry. Caring is your superpower. Okay, that's nice. Umes Armin writes that creativity. Okay, that's really true. We as teachers have to be very creative. Okay. It was nice to have this parade of superpowers our teachers have and are real possessors of. Now, I would like to ask you, dear teachers, why have you chosen to become a teacher? I want to make acquaintance with our wonderful community. So what drove you to become a teacher? You can write in chat. Okay, teacher Jad Zadora writes, my superpower is that the teacher has influence on young minds, to be a role model in the community, to use love, arts, and care, to give color to life. What an amazing word. Okay, just love for teaching, writes Mohammed Asi. Winnie Bay writes, she on her badge, but she's creative and she learns life learning skills. Okay, so the reasons why some have become teachers: to change the lives of people, to achieve for students their goals. Okay, you are writing so many messages, so wonderful. Superpower is communication. When you are a teacher, you have to constantly learn about, and you are a constant student, to build confidence and humanity around the world. To build confidence and humanity, to teach. Okay. The best job in the world is to be teacher. Okay, glad to hear this. To improve myself as a person. Okay, Tablo, I agree with you 100%. So we teachers really make impact on others. Okay, let's move further. Okay, so I join every word written by you, and we can recognize ourselves because we are fortune tellers. Do you agree? Because we see into the future, making our daily plans or our annual plans, putting goals in front of us, in front of our students, what we want to achieve with them. Making plans makes us see the future, to shape this future. We are very flexible to the needs and interests and abilities of our students. We are also actors, as somebody mentioned. We are juggling roles, coming to different age students. For small kids, you should play. With grown-ups, you should be a little bit more serious. To deliver a nice lesson, you should come with creativity and imagination. And of course, nothing happens if we don't put the heart in our work, in the things we do, and want to learn our students. As Vinny mentioned, yes, it's not about only learning English. It's about communicating with world, about building those relationships and being a global citizen. Okay, it was a warm up for you, dear teachers, to energize a little bit. And now let's go to the subject itself. And I have prepared for you some ideas, some practices that I use during my lessons for learning and teaching grammar and vocabulary. The first advice that the first thing that I understood for me and I would like to share with you is that then learning any tense, whether it be past continuous or any other tense in English, first of all, don't start, it's not recommended to start with the name of a tense. First thing we should do is to make our students be motivated. So motivation for the purpose of learning certain grammar issue necessary for real life situations. Because these connections to life situations help students be more diligent, stay more motivated. It helps them to acquire material better. Before saying that today we are going to learn the tense, past continuous, or blah, 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 any other tense, try to show them the real life situations where we can apply it. Better start with, you can use this tense for interviews, for listening to news, for accident stories, for narrating some memories, for reading stories of suspense. And then students get more motivated. They want to know this miracle tense that will help them in life. One of the techniques that I use and that works very nice with my students is using visuals. You know that 90% of people are visual learners, and pictures and animated pictures like GIFs make this process more. It makes learning fun and memorable. For instance, for teaching past continuous tense, I usually use GIFs. Yes, like in this picture. And I put these pictures and ask my students, join these two pictures in one sentence, integrating past simple and past continuous. When they get their homework, they can search for their GIFs and share with their classmates and their peers with their own sentences created by them own. For instance, here they can build a sentence. When he was taking a bath, yes, a telephone rang. Yes, something suddenly happened. So they really enjoy it. Can you write if you also use GIFs in your teaching practice in chat? I think we are many who use this method. Okay, teacher Adora writes, that's true, she uses. Okay, somebody not yet, then we recommend you to use because students really enjoy it. Okay, thank you, dear colleagues. Another second idea that I seldom use during my lessons, especially when I have round up lessons and I have to revise like several tenses we went through. I like this game, which is called Crazy Sentence Game. What is the idea behind? My students get on the screen such kind of table with 4 rubrics: who, what, where, and then. And they have like a subject, a person, a personality who acts, what the person does, the action, where the action happens, and they have like indication words when it happened for different tenses, as you can see, for past simple, maybe past continuous, present perfect, or all the tenses that you would like to revise with your students. They throw a dice, and depending on the number they get from 1 to 6, they should make the full accurate sentence using grammar. But it's not the whole task. by the end, they should explain why this person found himself in these situations. It is a little bit tricky one, but it puts the critical thinking in action. And sometimes they come with really amazing answers. They enjoy, we laugh a lot, and it's not so stressful and not only about teaching grammar. So the idea is to make up crazy sentences, rolling a dice, and applying your creative and problem-solving skills, reasoning why this person is doing this. For instance, if you get the number, I don't know, number 2 with Jim Carrey, yes? The student does it like this. Jim Carrey kissed the alligator in Mexico in 1995, and then he should give some ideas why Jim Carrey did this. And some of the answers were that he was shooting an advertisement for TV, and he got a real good salary for this and good money. Or another ideas where Jim Carrey was participating in reality show. So they are really imaginative, our students, and when they have and come with their own examples, it helps them better assimilate some difficult grammar structures. Okay, it was about grammar. Let's come about the method that works both. You can reshape it for your own needs. It's about using hidden and zoom pictures for learning both vocabulary and grammar. I find it also very helping, especially at the warm-up stage, because it stimulates students' curiosity and invites them to participate actively. They wake up, the those who slept on the last rows, they raise their hands and they try to take part of this process. For example, when I teach jobs, why not to take such a hidden picture and ask your students if they are 5th or 6th grade, it's the target group of students. Why not to ask them what kind of job is hidden by the picture? If they do not guess, you remove one square and continue till they give you the right answer. For primary children, yes, the topic food, for example, you are teaching shopping for fruits, vegetables. Why not to show only the part of the fruit or the vegetable and make them name it, not just to show the whole picture? Or with my gymnasium students, with the 8th form, we had the topic about daily products we buy at the shop, yes? And if you see when it is zoomed, it can look like a pepper, but then you come closer, it can be surprising because it's something else what not they supposed. And there is this element of surprise, of something unexpected, and the children really enjoy it. These are only some examples, of course, they are much more, and you can find on YouTube, just go and navigate. There are a lot of wonderful sources. Just see the topic you need and search for the zoomed pictures that can be really interesting to interpret and make learning nice and enjoyable. Okay. Another method, maybe some pictures are blurred, but I will describe and I hope it will be clear for you. But I want to share what I do during my lesson is like in the first picture. I really enjoy bringing Realia to class. If you see me in the morning, I don't have a light bag all the time. I have different stuff with me, carrying it to school for my students. For instance, Lego pieces. Yes, I just divide one sentence in the words that make up this sentence on a pieces of Lego. The students have to build, it can be in the form of competition, we can organize it differently, but the idea is that they need to build these sentences to put together as to form the right sentence. They build the towers from Lego and they make these sentences. And then see who is quicker, who is more accurate. Usually it works very well for primary students. The same at the second picture, you can see we very seldom like to, and children enjoy it, we like to practice dialects and simulations, and we use pop sticks. Different. Sometimes they put on their fingers. Sometimes I come with some fluffy objects, fluffy bears, teddy bears, or they come with their favorite toys, and we do simulations and dialects using different realia. Here in the picture, for example, we had the topic at the zoo. After they learned the animals, they tried to imitate dialect between elephant and lion. In this picture, you can see pop sticks. If their space from the classroom permits, we even organized several times. The musical chairs, yes, or the teacher can put in the middle of the class a desk on which the teacher puts pop sticks with images, some words from alphabet, some simple words the students, my second graders, learned, and they just run around this table according to music. Then the music stops. They should take the picture the teacher says. For example, they are running, there are about 10 pictures, and they should take the pop stick with the image the teacher give command or instruction. Okay, take the umbrella, take the jellyfish, the butterfly. So they ask me all the time when we have each topic, Mrs. Helen, are we going to play this game? They really enjoy it. Another picture is picture number 4. Also a game, a competitive game for primary classes mostly. When if you have the simple blackboard, not smartboard, of course, you can stick the pictures, vocabulary you are interested in, and then call 2 participants, 2 volunteers, and their task is to using fly swatter. Do you know what is fly swatter? And their task is to slap on the picture the teacher says. So they see the image, the teacher says the word in English, and they should slap. Who is the first, and till 5 or 7 points. So they do this, and it was, by the way, this picture was taken, to be honestly, during the break. The lesson, the bell rang, we ended the lesson, but the students were so into this process that they wanted to continue. And we did. Okay, if they enjoyed, and I saw that it works for them. Next day, when we had the dictation, they knew all these words very well, and we are confident to use them. Of course, if we are speaking about primary students, they enjoy mystery bags. And as I mentioned above, I'm very fond of psychology, and psychologists recommend us to use all our senses, like hearing, smelling, eyesight, and touching, something kinesthetic abilities. During some extracurricular activities, for example, I like to practice such an activity to put the sounds of the animals, and the students should guess, or to bring a mystery bag and put inside some figurines of animals or whatever I'm interested in, and they should, by touching, guess what it is inside. They are curious, and they give you that vocabulary you are interested in. Okay, I work also not only with primary classes, I work also with different grades from primary, gymnasium to lyceum. And of course, in my storage, there are different techniques in accordance to the age, appropriate to the age. And another technique you can use with gymnasium or lyceum is called music video scavenger hunt. So on YouTube, the teacher should find a music video where you can find 5 or more things related to the theme of your unit or lesson. The song lyrics is also a good place to find unit-related vocabulary. Before the class starts, watch the video with the students and ask them to find series of items within the video or series of words in the lyrics. So music also contributes to empowering learning material and learning foreign language. Another idea that we seldom apply to our classes is about uniting arts and English lessons. Why not? My students like to craft, to create, different 3D model costumes, eco costumes, different kinds. We do different kinds of expositions, and the lessons become animated. During our cultural exchanges, we, for example, created several lab books that we sent to Poland, and Poland sent to us. Here on the picture, you can see one of the variant of lab book, personal book about clothing that students can do in order to memorize better the target vocabulary on clothing. And on this one is an item of our exposition that every student made about home and furniture, house and furniture. Yes, maybe in picture it's not visible. Do you see it? So everyone made such a model where he draw the object from his house, from living room, from kitchen, and just put some inscriptions. How do we call each of them? And we invite in one day. It was like a project. We organized an exhibition with all those small houses children created, and we invited some other teachers and students from another classes, and they talked about the houses and how do they like, what is their favorite room. We also made connection with another school from Poland, where Polish students also described and showed us video about their typical houses, and our students also told about houses in Moldova. So these experiences uniting different skills from different fields is really enriching one. One more method, if you're not tired, if time permits, is one that I use with Lyceum. I should say, I enjoy we have many teachers at school that are a little bit old-fashioned and they like stick to their plan, but I, with my students, we believe that humor is a good tool, a good friend, and there is nothing bad in this if we bring it to lesson, to have smile and enjoy learning. And while having, for example, a lesson on advertisement, I brought some pictures, some weird pictures of unusual gadgets and things, and their task was to make an advertisement. Or when we had the topic about old things that we don't use anymore from 18th century, or some strange gadgets and things, they also tried to make an advertisement. Some of them even didn't know what these subjects and objects are used for. And together we try to discover, to explore, and to see where these are used in real life, from what countries they come. And it was also a very nice lesson. Sometimes I meet difficulties with my 5th graders learning degrees of comparison of the adjectives, this grammar issue. Then one day an idea came to me. I was doing a creative book with my son where I came across the pictures, spot the differences. And I thought, why not to use this idea, this enjoyable activity, to my school, to my class, to my students. And next day I brought these two pictures, spot the differences, and ask them to compare the pictures and use degrees of comparison. For example, in picture number 1, the monkey is happier than in picture number 2, or stuff like that. And I put them to use this rule using the pictures. It can be not only about teaching degrees of comparisons, you can use other pictures. It can be also about using and teaching prepositions in the right place. Who is near whom, and who is in front, and who is behind. Or teaching construction, there is, there are, for one and for many. Yes. So use everything that falls at your hand. The world is very suggesting and offering one. Okay. Another activity that I modified a little bit for the needs of school and for learning needs is battleship game. But I modified it a little bit. In traditional battleship game, we have numbers and letters but I usually write the numbers from 1 to 10 down and the numbers from 1 to 10 across. And I usually have four ships that I hide, and my students say numbers. I usually use battleship game for revising numbers. For example, students want to say number 33. He takes 3 from here and 3 from across. And I say whether he hit the ship, whether he missed the ship, or whether he sank the ship. So it's about telling numbers right and getting them right. So any game can be modified. We teachers are creative. Okay. Another activity that I tried recently as a celebrating Thanksgiving activity in my class was scavenger hunt with QR code. Sorry. So students had to search in class hidden QR codes. You see, there were some codes under the chair. Some other were hidden behind the calendar. So we were running and searching for these hidden treasures, hidden QR codes. And then they scanned and got the proverbs about friendship, about kindness, about gratitude, dedicated to this Thanksgiving Day. So it was one of the activities we tried recently. I should say that it was a little bit noisy, but really advantageous one to diverse your lessons and to make your students work as a team. Okay. One more activity that I put in the storage during my teaching career is whose is this? So the idea is that students have to take a picture of the old thing they still own, and they need to email it to you. Use your presentation to put a few of them on the screen. The first person who virtually raises his or her hand guesses to whom the item belongs. For example, if Sharon wanted to guess, he would raise his hand and wait for you to unmute him then. He would guess who owns the first object. If he gets it right, the next item would be shown. If he gets it wrong, someone else can guess. So it's like a guessing game with things everyone has around the house. And psychologists say that people really listen and are attentive when they speak about something personal. Yes, like making examples about something, some topics that represent their interest, or showing some items that belong to them, or describing some personal moments. So you could do a few meetings if you were concerned about the time. So such an activity. I practiced it only several times, but it worked online very nice, because students, they are running about the house, thinking what to take, and gave many ideas about what our students thinks and to whom they belong. And I would like to end our presentation, my today's meeting, with such words of famous universal worldwide personality who made a real impact on the minds of many, of Malala Yousafzai, who told us, let us remember, one book, one page, one child, and one teacher can change the world. So we are teachers, we are the change, and we can make difference in this world. Thank you for attention and hope you like it.
Thank you very much, Elena. It was really great listening to you. Unfortunately, Naomi had to go, so I'm going to replace her. We have learned a lot from you. These are great ideas, and I'm sure that we will use most of them. If it's possible for you to share the presentation with us, it would be really great. And the same with Winnie. I would like to add it to our website because it's really worth remembering all these things. Thank you very much once again for sharing it with us. Great. And dear participants, as you can see, our meetings every month lead to improvement of our knowledge. We learn about new methods. There is something extraordinary in these meetings. So I am very happy that you spend this time with us. And I would like to inform you on behalf of the Global Teachers Club that next month we are not going to have any monthly gathering because of Christmas and, New Year, and there is a lot of rush, but we will meet each other for sure in January. So stay updated. And once again, thank you very much for being here. And remember to fill in the form to get the certificate. Thank you. Enjoy your afternoon, evening, morning. Enjoy your day. See you next time.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a wonderful session. I love it. Thank you so much, Winnie.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Elena.
Yeah. I also learned a lot from Elena.
Yeah.
And identify which type of teacher I am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Goodbye.